and co-host Fire Naya. And we in the building tonight. Give us a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me know my audio good. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Paprika, Michelle, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the Reverb Naders. I see y'all in the building as well. How's everybody nights going? I am just going to wait to get some feedback to make sure that y'all can hear me. Naya, I'm digging the top ponytail. I like your little top ponytail.
Thank you. It's up the slide.
Some shell, can y'all hear us? All right, cool. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Much respect to you. Shout out, shout out, shout out. If you could stay Slim Shelby for an hour to keep the chat monitor for us, that will be much appreciated. I appreciate all the help and support you've been giving as of lately. It means a lot. We're gonna touch in. We're gonna do a recap. No, not a recap. We're gonna do an update on what's the guy's name? Corey Holcomb. We're gonna be doing an update on him tonight. And so, I mean, it's gotten. Hey, Didi, thank you so much for coming in. I'll be thinking you somebody else with that profile picture. I see you done updated it. Would you take that picture on your birthday? Very dapper necking picture. I love it. Yeah. So, man, this update ain't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This update ain't good at all. I mean, the man just he's not helping this case. If anything, like he's really not helping this case. So much shouldn't happen. We're gonna wait till around a 5 minute mark before we get up in here. Um, Paprika, I really appreciate you. I've been tapping in on y'all community, and let me get a bill or something, cause y'all better be tapping in on Paprika's community wall. All the food that she be uploading over there. Y'all better make sure that y'all tap in on the community wall. Go leave y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all showing some love. She's the veteran up in this game. She's been here longer than anybody else outside of Slim Shell. Paprika has been that one here. So don't make me get my belt. Y'all go over there and show some love. Um, Naya, kind of update us on your day. Why I'm preparing.
Mm, y'all, my day was just. It was. It could have went better, but let's see. I was watching a movie. I had to take a shower, whatever the case might be. Um, I went back to bed. Well, I laid in the bed and I got up and I decided to eat some noodles. Knowing I don't like eating noodles, I had crunch. The only way I really would eat noodles if I crunch them up. You know how y'all crunch your noodles up and you only put them in the microwave for like maybe like 3 minutes or so. Yeah, I had crushed my noodles up, crunch, crunch, crunch. Put my little sauce in there or whatever, and then I was in the living room watching Roblox on the TV. So that's pretty much it. How about y'all day? How y'all day went? And how would you rate your day 1 through 10?
My day, you know what? It went good. It went good. For the first time in a minute, I think it's went perfect. Now I haven't talked to my manager today, and that kind of creeped me out a little bit because I know that she was sick. Um, she was sick when I talked to her yesterday. I think she had like the flu and something else. And just like she don't play about me, like I don't play about my family, man. And so that's about the only thing that kind of obscured my day a little bit. Is just I didn't hear from her and just hoping that she was cool. But I heard from my mom, and so the day been cool. I went out and every day I go out and do like a half a mile walk. Since I got shot, especially in my legs, I get these like steroid shots in my leg, which that what that does is help your bone marrow or mav or whatever the hell the word is. It helps it stay strong. And so when I get those shots, I had to like do a walk or my legs would like stiff up like that. But I'm good though. You feel me? Um,
That's
so
good.
9 out of 10.
Mm. And I did upload some more videos. Those y'all who did not seen it, I keep saying that I was going to upload the God, I can never get nothing right. Upload the mermaid movie, which is done. It's basically done. There's nothing else to it that I could do. I just gotta put it together, and the movie will be released. That's another thing. And then the shark movie, I, who knows? Who knows if I'm gonna even release the movie? Because it's, you know what I'm saying. But the mermaid movie is coming out tomorrow, so y'all just be looking for it. I did make some more comedy shows for y'all. Just go check that out. I ain't gonna really say too much about it. But what did y'all eat today?
Yo, shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Miss Brenda. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Um, man, I gotta lay off the restaurant food. I had some I believe it was Taco Bell and it was something else from one of those restaurants I had. But I gotta lay off that. I really gotta lay off that. That stuff is, I mean, the food we cooking every day is unhealthy already. So like eating fast food even like 3 days in a row is just like too much. So I gotta kind of slow down on that.
See, I told you what you eat is not considered as cooking. I told you to eat a whole meal. I told you that. I said cook you a meal. I told you that. I said you don't even eat all that greasy food. That's not good for. That's not good. That's not good for nobody for real to eat all that grease. It's bad. It could clog your what you call it your body by you eating just all that grease. It's not good. Like eat a
For
salad.
sure.
A salad is okay. It's okay to eat a
People,
salad.
that's y'all problem. Let me tap on that too, cause like I was talking to my daughter earlier, and just like I think she had. Cause when I got the Taco Bell, I'm like, you want something? She's like, nah, I'm gonna get something healthy. I'm gonna get me a salad. Listen, salads are not healthy. It depends on what type of salad that you may get that can be healthy. Where the produce come from that could be healthy. In reality, those gas station salads, I say even 70% of the salad. This is just YouTube. This is just my personal opinion. The gas station salads, 80% of the Kroger salads, all of that is made with what do you call it? Preservatives to keep that stuff fresh until y'all purchase it. And so, unless you are making the salad yourself from like a homemade garden, shout out to oh man, what's his name? I ought to be ashamed of myself. I ought to be ashamed of myself.
Yeah, you really should. You really should. And I ain't even gonna hold you on that. Because look,
So that.
don't get me wrong, but if you literally get your salad, I mean any salad, if
Shout
I
out, yo,
am really
shout out to Life with Wanda. Homestead. She be doing like a lot of homestead stuff over there too. I just wanted to throw that out there because we was talking about home goods. So shout out to her. She be over there like really doing it like with the garden. Or I don't want to give any misperceptions, but like she be outside like really doing it. Like if the power and the internet cut out one day on all of us for like a week or two, she gonna be one of the ones that know how to survive without. She gonna be cooking, growing up vegetables. She gonna be doing it all.
hey Miss Brenda, hey Michelle, hey Diddy, hey Jasmine.
Nah, you right. You right. Big Quail. I don't grow my own vegetables at all, but I have a background in doing it. So I grew up with my grandma at a certain age, and when them older folks like that punish you, that was the type of things that you had to do. And so I know about bed in the garden and all of that stuff, but like I'm not too deep into it. So yeah, you absolutely right.
Okay, so when will you show us that you're gonna grow garden besides
I'm
eating
not.
out?
Yo, listen. I am not 40 yet. Y'all stop putting me in my 40s. I
I
am
mean, ain't
not in my
nothing wrong
40s
with
yet.
that, right?
Ain't
You
nothing wrong with it, but like at
exactly.
my age, it's other things that I can do that's in a different age range. You get that age, and when you get that age, that stuff like that. I'm already staring at squirrels and staring at Mother Nature. Y'all trying to put extra years on me, like
That
I'm not
we're
at that.
technically is we're not, but not talking about it 10. You gotta watch out what you eat. How you be saying all y'all people gotta watch out what y'all eat. Y'all eating all that junk food. Y'all eating this. I'm like, you can't tell us
We
the
feel
things
you.
that
You got the
you're
you got
doing.
you got the bangs in today, and you wanted to swing them. You
Yeah,
ain't
I
have
do.
to
And do.
get my head action. You over there crazy? Yeah,
And do. Don't
yeah.
don't come for me. Do your math. Mm. You're jealous?
What dance was that? That's my man. Give me head top.
No, no, we're not. We're not doing this tonight.
I'm not
But
starting with you tonight.
let's just get into
Let's
what
get
the people
into
are
it.
here for.
Let's get into it. Listen, y'all, we got an update on the poetic Flacco situation. If y'all hadn't caught that original live stream, it's on my channel now. The thumbnail is clearly um what's the guy Corey Holcomb, and I believe it's me and Fanny on the thumbnail. Y'all gotta go check that out. If y'all haven't checked that out, then y'all gonna be lost on what's going on now. And so we do have an update. Y'all gotta give me a minute to set up this other device to where I can stand it up. Once again, I don't have like, and that's one thing I need to invest in, like a phone holder. I had one, but it was the magnet and it just didn't work too well. Like the phone kept falling off of it. So I'm holding this thing up with a shoe right now. So I gotta find out how I'm gonna hold this up so that we can all view this video together as we react to it. So now you can engage with the chat as I try to set this up.
Hey y'all, what's up? Y'all might wonder what she eating. It's fruit. Fruit is actually healthy and it's good for your body. I mean,
Everything
I might
healthy
not
to
be
you.
no
Everything is healthy to you. God, Jesus, woman. You
but
believe in
it's
any bad
good.
food?
This
You
is
believe in
fruit.
any bad food? God
You can
damn.
never go wrong with fruit. Unlike you over there pretend that you cook a whole meal when you didn't. Anyways, y'all, what I ate tonight, what I had eaten, I had ate a what you call it, dang, what do you call it? It's a type of salad, chicken salad. That's what it was. It was a chicken salad. I had a chicken salad today. It came like in a little container. I had like maybe 5 of them. I had all five. I had like 5 chicken salads, and this is like my fifth fruit cup today.
There you go with them high numbers again. 20 plates, 5 fruit cups. Your cholesterol gonna be having a party, boy.
But look, it's fruit though. You could never go wrong with fruit. See, I care about my health. I care
Bruh,
about
bruh, 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 bruh. What you eat right now, the juice in that
it's
is
healthy. It's
is
healthy,
corn syrup and some other biometric.
but it's healthy. It's from a school.
Oh my gosh. Miss Brenda, would you enlighten this baby, please?
It's good. It's more. If you just want one, just say that. It's like literally, it's a whole refrigerator up there. We got like apple juices, which I should have got me an apple juice, but I don't feel like going to get it right now. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like getting nothing right now. This is something that I just happened to grab. What? Not good for me, Miss Brenda? The fruit is not good for me. It's mixed fruit. It's tropical fruit actually. Yeah. It's not healthy. It's pineapples. Who don't like pineapples? I love pineapples. Is it not good? Like I'll eat these every day. Like uh yeah. I was just saying because some fruits are healthy. We got apples in there. Them apples gotta be thrown away. The next time I come on here, I'm gonna have a fruit salad with fruits and strawberries in it, apples, bananas. Put some whipped cream on top of it with some grapes. Perfecto. We can't hear you. You said what's going on tonight? Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all an update of what's going on. So what's going on? Y'all remember Corey, whatever his other name is, his last name is. He's basically back at it again with another episode where he talks about younger kids again. again. And in my head, I'm like, when is it enough? Is enough? Hey, sunshine. Hey,
What's happening? What's
girl.
happening? Yeah, so once again, everybody, this is gonna be an update on the Corey Holcomb situation. And this guy is just out of control at this point. After what we heard the first time, we would think like he'd try to stay away from the light a little bit or watch what he say. I mean, he's absolutely doubling down on what he's saying. He's adding more ages to the children that he were involved in, and just the things that he's even saying. I mean, he even said something about a little boy, and it's like, bro, you gotta chill. Like, and his co-host at this point, it's people that was there. Some people trying to stop him from what he was saying, like, yo, nah. And it's another dude in the background that was just looking like he wanted to smack him. And let's just get into it. This is in my video. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. If y'all want to catch like the full updates and stuff like that, y'all can go to Poetic Flacco's channel. Ain't that hard to find. And let's get straight into it. Sorry about the bad angle, but important part is we can see what's going on. Let's get into it. It's gonna be a long one because we're gonna react to this full video if we can. No, this thing on 6%, as y'all can tell. Wait a second, I'm on Bluetooth, I think. This man is out of control. This man needs somebody. This man is out of control. That's all I was saying. Let's go.
15, 16 years is ready. You are limited to think that you got to wait for a hoe to be 18 for it to be something that's right in your mind. But do the research on these other countries and find out when grown can put grown. No. The new Corey Holcomb PDF receipts have hit the timeline, and it's probably worse than the last one. You ever looked at a daughter room who almost grown? In 3 weeks, gonna see this whole episode on SDU. I can't fucking joke. Okay, well, let me show you how to. Wow. Is that a good thing to do? No. My son is coming to town this week. He's 16. Should I take him somewhere? No. Bad house out here?
Let's pause. Let's pause. He's seriously asking. He's seriously asking if he should take his 16-year-old son to go get fellatio from a grown woman. Um, it's one thing to do something like that behind the scenes, behind closed doors, but to publicly display this type of activity, it's out of control. And it's like, how much is he gonna say before they cancel this dude? Like, how much is he gonna have to say before certain networks cancel him? And I've seen people get canceled on Twitch and YouTube and other platforms for way less things, like just little minor things, saying something about a skin color or something like that, and people have been banned. You mean to tell me that this grown man can constantly? This is not the first time he said this. He already promoted. Can't even say the word. Um, he already promoted countries that let adults have sex with underage children. Naya, before we get back into this video, what you thinking so far? You look like you pissed off over there.
I am. I'm all the way. Like all of the above. It's a lot that I can say about it. But the audacity is that you are dead and you're six and you have a 16-year-old son and you sitting, it's like me saying this, right? Say if I'm 25 or whatever, and I'm telling the world that, I'm finna go have my 17-year-old son go over here and try to mess with this grown man. Like, what was he thinking? He had a destiny to sit there and felt comfortable in telling the world that. Like, do you not know that 9 times out of 10, somebody could be watching and reporting that, and then you sitting there with a lot of people and they looking at you crazy. I would be looking at you crazy too if you sitting there saying that, oh, well, I have a 16-year-old son, and on his 16-year-old birthday party, I'm gonna have him do this with a grown man. You should not even be feeling comfortable saying that in front of everybody, knowing that you're gonna be the next target. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what are we doing here?
For some reason, I love his co-host. That lady is not playing with this dude. This the second time she didn't call this dude out. She risked her job. She is not playing with this dude. Shout out to her because there's a lot of people that's getting paid by this guy, and they're there as employees, and nobody's saying anything. I remember watching one of the videos on his podcast where he said something crazy about a kid, and that lady had said something, and the other co-host, which was a guy, he like, no, just hear him out. Maybe he's talking about it in this kind of way. And it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if this was your daughter, would you have the same opinion? Anyways, let's get back to the video.
Is it one stop I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Unless just relax and let it happen. What? No, if he was 18, maybe. A little bit. What's that 16-year-old kid look when they get their wash? Yeah, they said. Let us scrub you. Or you stop squirming. You be like this. Right. He's crying. He's never. At some point, we have to start asking, what's the punchline? What was the punchline if these were jokes? Corey Holcomb asked in the room if anybody else has ever looked in the room, right, of an underage girl who was the daughter of a woman he was dating, and they was like, right, no. Right? Or Corey Holcomb saying that he wants to get his son sexual experience with grown women on his 16th birthday. Like things like that to me is like, hey, bro, what's the punchline? If you were joking, what's the punchline? If you were joking, tell me the punchline though. What was the dumb? Because there was none. I didn't see one or hear one. Anybody want to talk about that? I didn't hear what? Their kids saw you naked or something. No. This must be why.
Look at dude in the back. Look at dude in the background.
Anybody want to talk about that? What? Their kids saw you naked or something. No. This must be why his own co-host is no longer on the podcast. Because dude was not going for none of that Corey Holcomb stuff. Yo, look at the level of disgust. The level of absolute disgust on his face when Corey Holcomb said that. Why in the world would the woman you're dating kids be able to say they have seen you naked? What's going on here? There's no excuse for it to happen once, okay? Which is why I understand those disgust. Well, Corey Holcomb has told multiple stories like that. The first story we heard in the last video where we examined the PDF receipts that hit our timeline, he talked about how, like, the 15-year-old, right, like the daughter was 15, and she came in the room and she hopped under the covers and he was butt naked with nothing on. Now he's about to tell a story where this time around the story involves a 9-year-old. No, never. It was an accident, but it happened. Yeah, I had almost. One of the kids walked in the room and me and the mama was under the cover naked, and then one of the little girls got under the cover and was like, oh, I was like, yeah. I'm in here too. How old was the little girl? Probably about 9. Oh, she was. Yeah. She saw why her mama ain't charging me no rent. Like, hold on.
How can he say this with a smile on his face though? Like, even if that accidentally happened to me, like I wouldn't be proud. Like that wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's wow. This is crazy. This really have me lost for words. It happened numerous of times. How could this happen? It's starting to feel like a pattern with this guy. Like he's kind of like getting off by this, and he's telling them this with a smile. He's not telling them like, "Dang, like this messed my brain up, bro. Like this traumatized me, or I'm just disgusted." He's telling this with a smile on his face, like he just dropped the album. What's your take on this, Naya? Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all take on it. I can't see the chat because I got the shoe is covering it up, but I'm gonna have Naya to read off the chat.
Okay. So one of them said ridiculousness. One of them said, well. This is the same person. Michelle said ridiculousness. Michelle said, well, I just think, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong. I just think for you to sit up there and to have a smirk on your face, and you see how that guy in the background that was just like, disgusted about what he said. You talk about some accident. How can that be about accident by you saying, oh, my daughter just got up under the covers and I was naked. I don't find that funny. I mean, you're the only person that's really laughing about it. Everybody be like, Nah, dude, that's sick. You know what I'm saying? So he got a problem, a mental problem, a serious problem. Which you saying that
When I heard him say this, I figured that this wasn't a mistake. He's doing this purposely. When he said, because there was another occurrences where this happened, and you guys will see this in a moment. But he made a comment that the girl that got in the bed with him, he was like, he can't say this out loud, but he thought like she's gonna be thick as her mama. Like what? Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's wild. Let's get it. Let's get back into it. Hold on, my screen cut off, y'all. Let's say, let's get back into it.
He was like 3 or 4. Like, mommy? Hold on, bro. This is the second time Corey Holcomb has accidentally been viewed naked by a woman he's dating child. Now, I would assume he's talking about 2 different women because it was 2 different girls, right? 2 different ages. How many times does this have to happen before we say this? Maybe this ain't an accident, man. Maybe you are intentionally putting yourself in this situation. Because this don't sound right, bro. That happened to me for real. One day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on. Yeah. I was up under the cover. And I was like, oh, and one of her daughters was like, her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts. My daughter was gonna be thick like her mama. I know that much. Yeah. I can't tell you one person that this situation has happened to. Yet alone somebody that it has happened to multiple times. I want to say to that little 16-year-old girl who was arguing with me, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. I can tell how you are. I'll be there when you lose, too. Can you imagine this? They're like, I'm going to find your back page handle, and I'm going to get at you, goddammit. When you sodomize a little boy, but it make a different sound, too.
What?
No, don't. When you sodomize a little.
Bro, what are you talking
went
about?
too far with that one. When you got Darlene saying, Corey, oh, no, Corey, no, that's not good to say, Corey. This, yo, it's such a treasure trove, but Corey Holcomb and his minions, right, and his cult followers, alleged cult followers, obviously, right, because, it's all alleged. They would defend this by saying, oh, Corey Holcomb's just an edgy joker, you know what I mean? He's an edgy comedian.
Ain't nothing funny about that, bro.
Let me tell you something. America, guess what? Guess what, America? All you dummies who ain't never left the hood. I understand why you feel the way you feel, because Master taught you the way he taught you. But if you ever leave out the United States of America, you will find out this fair game at all these ages that is talking about right now. I've been on this earth 15, 16 years. He's ready. Corey Holcomb said with a straight face, the reason why we aren't attracted to kids is because Massa brainwashed us. Corey, no brainwashing was done, bro. I've never had the thought, I've never thought about doing anything like that to any type of child. It's wrong. And if I was in a different society, I'll be on the right side of history with these things. This is just objectively wrong. Now, Corey would somewhat save himself only to provide a caveat. Okay? See, Corey Holcomb is about to say, oh, I would never do such a thing. I would never. But then Corey said, I would never be with somebody who I felt like their mind wasn't developed. But then Corey Holcomb found a workaround, all right, to that issue. So right when you think he said something positive, just hold your thought, all right? We're going to show you what Corey Holcomb's workaround to being able to be with kids. Hey!
Well, that doesn't make it okay. What the
We're not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. But a lot of these women are children. I am clarifying. I'm saying in America, you are limited to think that you got to wait for a hoe to be 18.
Why do little girls have to be hoes?
Do research on these other countries and find out when grown can put grown no. You'll find out. See, me personally, I would never personally, I would never fuck with a who mind ain't developed.
Well, that's why they have an age.
But wait, let me say this. Let me say this, D.
Do it.
Now, here's where you're really about to see how sick Corey Holcomb is. Corey Holcomb says, I won't mess with no woman whose mind is not developed. But then Corey Holcomb found a workaround. Corey Holcomb, from a lot of people's interpretation, what he's about to say next is him justifying and finding a workaround to how you could be with a 13, 14-year-old and have it be morally okay. That's a lot of people's interpretation of what he's about to say next. Corey Holcomb then says, well, their mind can be developed if you grow with them. So you get with a 5, 6, 7-year-old, you grow with them. So when they're 13, 14, well, their mind is not developed. In other places of the world, you can grow with her. You can mold her mind or whatever y'all gonna do where y'all ain't got the influence of whack United States.
Did he just say mold her mind? Isn't that the same thing as grooming a child? Well, I can't wait till this over with here. I'm about to cook here.
You understand in the United States of America, a say you did something, and depending on who the is, that's no.
I hear you on that one, but at the same time, the maturity factor. See, I think you like the fact that in those countries they can marry somebody like that because they don't know what they're doing. You just said that these girls
Who don't know what they're doing?
those girls that young, so the guy's gonna. You just said they can grow together. You already know what you're talking about. So
Hey, I know some people. I know some people where the dude had to get permission to get married to the daughter, right? And they are still together. It worked. Yeah.
They get pulled in.
Somebody say I said a 15, 16-year-old girl is perfect. Hey, I said a 15, 16-year-old girl is a perfect. You can have the healthiest baby you can have with somebody like that. Statistics. I said that. If you know anything about human anatomy, that's what I'm talking about. I said in America, if a girl is 18 or under 18, then it's drama. If you are under 18 in America, it's drama. I mean, the young when you grown, I don't think that helped the community, man. I'm just keeping it real. It's somebody like to say, once young girls are in high school and their bodies are developed.
This idiot here. All right, Naya, what you thinking so far?
It's a lot I can say about that. 9 times out of 10, I want to start with the guy first. Why was he laughing during the whole entire thing? Like, I don't really find nothing funny about that. I get it. It's for YouTube purposes. I get it. But you're laughing as as he's saying this type of stuff about little kids, even teenagers now. And you're laughing about, like, you're making something fun out of it when it's nothing funny. You know, a lot of people is just sick in the world when it comes to teenagers. They do anything, say anything. Like he literally said out his own mouth, oh, me and this girl was in the bed naked, and by accident she came under the covers, and you didn't say, oh, no, get out, you didn't have the destiny to say that, and you think that's okay to laugh.
That's what I want to know. Like how it take at least 15 to 20 seconds for a child to walk in the room and get under the bed. I would think in between those steps from the door to the bed that you have enough time to say, yo, nah, this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Well, let me turn the camera around. Then on top of that, it's like you got all these dudes. Like you were saying, you could give a shout out to her because she's the only one who willing to say something while everybody just like sitting back and just listen to what he's saying. Like I want to know, does everybody that was in that podcast has kids? Because if they do, I could say 9 times out of 10, maybe they could be doing the same thing to their kid and they just not trying to speak up about it. It is just giving multiple weirdness about that
I
because
believe that the guy that was looking at him crazy like that, he had to be a father of some little girl. The way that he stopped and looked like, and everything don't make it to the internet, but I wouldn't be surprised if that dude didn't say something to him like after the cameras went off. Cause like, and just me personally though, like I don't think I could be around somebody that's speaking like that and I not do or say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate to say this or make it sound like a threat, but like I don't know. It was difficult for me to see all those adults and nobody stand up and say like this was wrong. So basically everybody in the room except for his female co-host, they basically agree with him, or they was just going with it because they getting a check. Can't that much money in the world allow me to stand behind something like that?
which is crazy because, like he said that he has a kid, right? And his kid is 16, and he talk about some, oh, the mama daughter gonna be thick like her mom. What? What does what? What? Like somebody tell me, explain to me why? Why? Just why? Why do you have to bring the mom daughter into this? That could be, she could be 16, 17, and you okay with saying that in front of everybody, knowing that this female co-host might got a daughter or she might got a son, and she's sitting there defending, standing up for herself of what was right. You know what I'm saying? I
Yo,
cannot
this
be around
this
somebody.
guy, I don't. If this guy have any female fans, that should be crazy. Like that's crazy. Like shouldn't this dude should have been boycotted? Like he should not have got as far as he is now, saying things like that. And also there was another update because there's a lot of moms and dads is not playing because his channel analytics went through from, I think they said he was getting like 500K per video, per upload, before these allegations came out, and now his channel is struggling just to crack 100K per video. And but yeah, it's just crazy to see that people are still accepting this, people still tuning in. But you got some people in this world who operate off of evil just like we operate off of positivity and prosperity. So a lot of these dudes probably, we got a lot of creeps too, so a lot of these creeps probably subscribe to him. Um and I mean, I would just hope after seeing this that another mom don't get involved with this dude. That's dangerous for your baby right there.
Yeah, I agree. That is dangerous. But 9 times out of 10, how would you feel if you was in that, if you was there, right? And he happened to say, I like dating people that's 16, and I'm older than them, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, nothing wrong with it. What would you do? What would you do if you was right there and you heard him say that in front of a lot of people, even on air, and everybody just sitting there listening to it? How would you do that?
Yo, I'm not, like, I'm gonna just be real with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
um like if it wasn't no cameras there, I probably would like get up and walk away, like out of on some anger stuff, like walk away with an attitude so he know that I'm angry. But like if it's there on his podcast, man, I'm crashing out. I'm about to be everybody hero. I'm about to be everybody. I'm gonna have all the moms and grandmas come and subscribe
Yeah.
to my channel. I'm crashing out. I ain't gonna lie, because there's a lot of people waiting on it to happen, but ain't nobody got the guts to stand up. This just shows you what money do for some people. He got so many grown men in there working. We not seeing everybody. Every podcast like that that's big, they have an audience that's watching, at least 17 people. Whether it's the people that came with the cameraman, the PR trainer, it's other people there. And so for it to be that many adults in a room and no crashing out happen, it's crazy. That's why he ain't never bring no YNs on the show. The YNs that would not play that. You need to bring a YN up there and see what happens.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just sick and tired of people that's grown that likes messing with little kids. Like, mess with somebody that's your age, like your age range. I say this all the time. I be like, age ain't nothing but a number. But you a grown man, and you sit here and
Yo,
talk about,
I was
oh,
thinking about I was thinking about this. He's gonna get locked up. Like sooner or later, he's gonna get locked up. Ain't no way Bill Cosby did all he did, didn't get away with it. R. Kelly did what he did, didn't get away with it. P. Diddy did what he did, didn't get away with it. All of these people that did something similar to this, they didn't get caught right away. You forgot that for years people been talking about Diddy. For years people been saying this stuff about R. Kelly. For years the industry's been saying stuff about Bill Cosby. But it took years for the federal government or the federal agents to collect all of that evidence and have a reason to show up. And I feel like this gonna be one of the cases with him. Right now he's feeling invisible because he has money and like he's talking. Ain't nobody stop him yet. So we shall see how this plays out. Your overall take on this? Would you allow your daughter to date somebody like this?
That's not in her age range, and that's older than her.
I mean, if your daughter was his age and she came home, if you had a daughter, you was older, she was his age, and she came home and introduced you to him after you saw all the videos you saw, what would be your reaction?
You really want to know my reaction?
I really do.
You really okay? So put it like this: if I had a daughter and she said, "Hey, mom, I got a boyfriend or whatever," I said, "Okay, cool. Let me see him. Bring him over." And if it's that exact same guy that was just on that show, I'm gonna say, you know what? This is not the guy you want to date. This is not the guy you want to date. Uh, Great. This is not what you want to date. So I'm gonna do you a favor. You can stay, and my dog gonna go in the room. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dial that 911, and he gonna be locked up for life. And not only that, them people that he did that stuff to, they gonna get justice. We gotta bring justice because who knows how long he been doing this for? This is not his first time. His second time. What's next? It's gonna be his third time.
Nah, this definitely ain't his second. Just like y'all must don't be remember or believing what TSM tells y'all. I told y'all in the first beginning when we first covered dude, I said y'all just hold on to y'all seatbelts. This ain't gonna be the first thing that come. I say, yo, people always tell you what they want you to know, but then you got things that they don't want you to know. That's revolving the situation that they're telling you. And I said it was gonna come out, and some more things about to take place. Watch what somebody's gonna say something. Like it's gonna be a story to come out. One of the people he dated, something he's too cocky with it. Like now he's being cocky. Like, could you imagine the moms that he's talking about watching this, hearing this stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine the way they feeling hearing this? Um, I want something. Not nothing like not nothing violent, but I want something justice wise to happen. Like I want him to be like he got to be locked away somewhere. Like he need time to think. He don't need to be around normal people. He don't need to be around children at all. Cause like if you if like he admitted going overseas and sleeping with a minor, right? You had to been thinking this. Like this thought had to been in your head before you did it. You know what I'm saying? You had to be looking at somebody's kid having some kind of thought. Like it ain't just randomly pop up one day. You're like, oh, I want to go to this country overseas and try this with a minor. Something led up to this. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised if and God forbid that he touched somebody kid. Like if he did, it's definitely gonna come out. But here's the scary part. Y'all remember when we first covered this and I showed y'all the video of him? What did he say out of his own mouth? He said, when they want to take me down, they're gonna have a lot of evidence. They're gonna have a lot of stuff to say about me. He already knew what was coming.
Yeah, he did, and that was crazy. But we missing the part though. We missing the part. The video we just seen. You remember when he was like something about looking at kids at the windows, something like that. He said, "You know what I'm talking about?"
I probably
That was the
I,
exact same video. We just watched it.
so elaborate on it.
He was like, he said something about looking at kids like in the shop, like like the shop, and you could see kids like little kids
Right,
in the windows and stuff like that.
right.
He was like, "Would you ever look at the kids like that and out the window, like
Yeah,
literally watch them?"
yeah. He at this point, he's man. This guy is more cocky than King Von. Like he's cocky to be saying this type of, and everything that's coming out of his mouth is about kids. Like
Why?
he's
Why?
not
What
having
is
that's
wrong
the
with these
problem.
people?
He's not having an issue with like women. He's not talking about an ex bitter baby mama. You're not talking about no hater dudes. You're not talking about a gang. Like every problem that he brings up or every situation or story time that he brings up involves a kid. Y'all got to start looking at certain things. When somebody constantly talk about something like that or constantly, you know what I'm saying, in a situation resolving something around, it's something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? At this point, he don't even need to say anymore because we already know. We just waiting on it to be exposed in a way that it should be or need to be. One of the victims gonna have to come out because ain't no way he don't have victims. Like he has some victims. He definitely have some victims. Allegedly, he have some victims. All of this stuff that he's doing and talking about. Well, we went from 16-year-old to 15-year-old to a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old. That's 4 different babies. Like, my boy. You even said one of them gonna be thick like their mama, and then a boy, bro. Like, that one just cooked the cake. Sodomizing and little boys, bro. The two words should not have even been interpreted in one sentence at all from a grown man. This is wild. He definitely gonna have to be in protective custody when he get locked up. There's gonna be so many dudes that want him. Like, he's wanted, like, right now. I mean, I know dudes that did less. I was in the, y'all know when I got locked up for feeding the homeless, I was in jail with a guy that said he did something crazy, and I swung off on him. And I'm TSM. I don't swing off on nobody. But this dude blatantly told me he was in jail because some female that he met and slept at the hotel with woke up and called the police and said that he was touching her kid, and then said they told me that he did, but they don't have no evidence. And as soon as he said that, mom. So imagine what this dude is about to get. And like I said, I'm the happy guy. I was in jail reading the Bible with people, hugging people. I'm the happy guy. So imagine what these thugs about to do to this dude when they catch. Oh, he better have security when he walking around. Oh, he better have some security when he walking around, and he better not never bring no YN on his show. These YNs shoot each other over basketball and football games, the PlayStation 4. Could you imagine what they would do to this dude if they caught him? And I hate to bring up why, but it's like he don't need to be around children. Like, oh, he need to be banned from all malls. He don't need to be on Roblox. I bet you he got about 30 Roblox accounts pretending to be some kind of kid. Cause these dudes like this, man, they do the most imaginable things that y'all can't even think of. Naya, I'm gonna turn the mic over to you.
I'm just saying because I'm in shock. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that goes on, and people don't be aware. People don't be aware of what's going on in the world, or like I don't even watch the news, but 9 times out of 10, you hear stuff, so you of course you're gonna be interested in it. So it's like I wish that a lot of people like him would be locked up for life. Like, no freedom, no bond, no nothing. And 9 times out of 10, when he goes to jail, I'm telling you, people is gonna want him. They gonna tear him apart real bad.
It's crazy though.
What's
Um,
crazy?
somebody can get on the internet and say something bad about Nipsey Hussle or the Crips or the Blood or the Rolling 60s, and these YNs gonna go crazy. That's all you're gonna see is YNs going at it with Young Thug because Thug this the Crips, or YNs going at it with so and so because so and so this hood or this set. Where in the hell is the YNs at? Why we don't see nobody really saying nothing to this dude? Like, nobody crashing out, ain't nobody getting they switches. Like, we not showing those switches making threats. Like, and not that I want it to happen, but like, damn, somebody diss a gang and say forget this gang, and then all the Crips and GDs get together and they come on the internet, and it's this one big montage of all of these Crips on the internet going at it with the rapper that dissed they hood. Or, for example, the young lady in Chicago that got jumped with her children. The whole internet was going crazy. We had celebrities giving her money, money bag, yo, and little baby. Like, where y'all at now? Like, this dude is blatantly telling y'all what he's doing to babies and kids, and like, ain't none of y'all YNs crashing out. Ain't nobody dissing yet. Like, damn, YD, somebody. I'm just saying, like, it's wild to see the era of today. How stuff like this is. Say, we got bloggers like Poetic Flacco that have to get at this dude. Like, all I'm saying is, where's that energy at? We be shooting baby mamas and shooting, you know what I'm saying? Shooting at cars with kids in it and lighting people black up and come on the internet with our switches, showing off our switches, and ain't nobody gonna crash out on this dude or say nothing. Don't none of the YNs got nothing to say in none of their raps. Ain't nobody gonna mention him in a post or say that's effed up what you talking about over there. Everybody just quiet. Don't nobody see it. Now watch when one of the next rappers get killed. Watch how many bloggers y'all see talk about it. It's gonna be the biggest thing. It's gonna be all over YouTube. Like, it's gonna be one of those things.
I just think I just think a lot of people don't really. see the simple fact is that's nothing wrong with it. Like nothing wrong with. Okay, I'll use me for example. I could be on there, right? And knowing, let's say if I'm not gonna put my real age out there, so let's say if I'm 25 or 26, and I'm on there and I'm talking about young boys that's 13, and I'm admitting that a lot of people will want me because I'm admitting that I'm saying, oh, I like little kids. I'm gonna turn myself in. You know what I'm saying? It's the right thing you do is turn yourself in. Either you don't turn yourself in, or karma's gonna come and do its time. Because karma might not come eventually. She might not come today. She might not come tomorrow. But eventually, somebody's gonna come and say something and do something to end it once and for all. Because I'm getting tired of seeing him on YouTube talking about kids, just kids in
You
general.
know, sometimes too, Naya, that things like this are alibis. You gotta read between the lines. Somebody like this guy is very intelligent. They said things like this as an alibi. All the things that he's telling us now. So when he really get caught by the police for whatever that he did, not none of the stuff that we know about, he's gonna get caught for something totally different, but it's gonna be related. And his alibi is gonna be, well, I admitted that I did this. I admitted that I did that. Why would I be lying about this? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they play it off like they admitting crazy stuff. So when something really crazy happened and they lie about it, they can say, well, why would I lie about that when I admitted this? He's one of those creeps. He's a smart creep. And them the ones you gotta watch out for. Is them smart creeps. Them the ones that can probably talk a child into doing something. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch out for those type of dudes.
And that's crazy because I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a story, and this is real life. This is real life. This is about me. I ain't do nothing physical, nothing wrong, just nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, remind you, I was in school. This was in school. Everything happened in my grandma neighborhood. This was before YouTube, before TikTok, and all of that, right? So I'm walking to the bus stop alone. Now, remind you, the time that I had to get up was like around like 6 or 8 o'clock, but it was still dark outside. So, me walking to the bus stop, whatever, just standing there. Okay, a car pulled up. And mind you, I'm the only girl out there, like the only girl. My mom didn't take me to the bus stop. My dad didn't take me to the bus stop. Nobody took me to the bus stop but me. So I'm walking to the bus stop, and I was like in sixth grade at the time. This grown man pulled up in the car talking to me, and he is a grown man that like he's in his 40s. You're trying to holler at minor, a minor, and I didn't have no type of technology or nothing then. So I'm like, I'm scared because I'm the only girl that was at the bus stop. Like nobody was around me. There was nobody I could pretend to talk to. Nobody was there to see that because I knew if I was to go tell somebody something, they would not believe me. They would just think that I'm crazy if I was going to tell my parents that. And I told my parents, I said, Mom, Dad, I don't want to walk to the bus stop by myself no more. She was like, What? I was like, Because a car came up, literally, a car came up, and I was just waiting on the bus. Everybody after that, everybody came outside, and I'm just like, I'm glad that they here, but they wasn't here then when I needed them to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't really have people that was there to see that because they probably would have said, "Hey, leave her alone." She's a minor. So it's like imagine my sister going to the bus stop, but she could defend herself because she got hands. Me, I'm like, you could have a weapon on you, and I don't have nothing to protect me. I don't have no uncle right there beside me. So that's what I'm saying. It's always people that you got to be aware of, or you can have a friend or somebody to come to the bus stop with you because I didn't have nobody there with me, obviously. He was asking me, oh, what are you waiting on? And I didn't say nothing. Nothing. He was like, okay. And he got mad and he drove off. In my head, I'm like, I don't care because I didn't say nothing to you. I'm just standing there waiting on my bus to come. And you drove off because you thought that you was gonna take me? You thought that you was gonna take me in somewhere where I'm unfamiliar with. So it's like it was a scary moment for me and how these young people are. That's not that's old. What are you gonna do with a minor? Like I was a minor, so it was just scary for me.
Yo, what up, sweetness? I appreciate you coming through. Much respect. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of creeps out here like that. I had an ex, and you know, she was just like, I ain't gonna lie, she was like all over the place. Like, I done caught her messing around so many times. Like, I kept telling her, like, yo, you better stop just like getting in the car with everybody. One day somebody gonna take you. And I remember one day it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. We get into an argument. She leave out like she was about to walk down the street, and so, you know, I go out and kind of trail her, and she about to go for a walk because she mad, and I see her get in somebody's car, and I remember like at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, she texted me and said 911. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so when I called, the phone kept going to voicemail. Long story short is she ended up going to Detroit with two dudes and they didn't want to let her go. And she had her location on her phone. And the police was able to was able to get in contact with her physically and arrest the two dudes. And it's like, that's a grown woman that they kidnapped. So imagine how easily it'll be for them to try to attempt that with these kids nowadays. That's why I believe like all kids need a phone nowadays. I don't care what they if they old enough to be out the house, like far as going if they old enough to go to school, that's travel. Once they old enough to travel, get on that bus to go to school, or whether you drop them off and they still gotta be at school by themselves, they need a phone. Cause the teachers is wild too nowadays. The teachers is sleeping with y'all babies and yeah, I mean, it used to be the male gym teachers. Now they got an issue with female teachers sleeping with the YNs. I guess the YNs is the new thing. They making us OGs feel like we just wore out. Like chill out.
It's crazy. When speaking of, I was just going to say something about that. Speaking of that, right? I was watching a video. This has something to do with exactly what you just said. I was watching a video today on YouTube. All right. So it was a school, right? And I forgot the name of the school. So you already know what the word where this is gonna go once I say this. So they had the police there, the principal. Of course, the principal gonna be there, the teachers and everything, right? So they was calling students into the office about a teacher. Now this teacher got locked up for this. She did get locked up. So she got locked up for letting the student sleep on her lap. And they was trying to figure out, they was trying to get the truth out of all the students. One student out of all of them came clean. He was like, yeah, I was sleeping on her lap, this and that and the third. I'm like, come on now. Where's y'all parents at? Y'all, especially the teachers. They didn't, like, what? So,
Them teachers be tripping. They don't know how many. Y'all know how many young men out here looking for them a teacher woman? They just waiting a day a teacher woman walking there like y'all teachers wasting it all trying to mess with the students, getting y'all stupid asses locked up.
but look though, I be seeing how the teachers be dressing like with my own eyes. Like they'll have on some tights. They will have on something that's see through. I'm like, I get
Nah,
it
they be
that
wearing the hell out them body dresses. One of the teachers went viral. I know you seen that picture of
I
that
seen
teacher that
that
went
when
viral.
she had on
Yeah,
the skirt and she had on
yeah,
this little white shirt and everybody
yeah.
was like looking
hmm
at her. I
Uh-huh.
seen that.
That's a huge distraction too. Like that, I don't think that should be appropriate to where you know how many, bro. Like, may I be honest for a minute? You know how many little boys sit in the classroom and fantasize all damn day about the little girls that's in the classroom? You don't think you putting on that damn tight body dress gonna interrupt all the damn kid ain't gonna be able to focus on the damn homework. The little homie gonna be trying to figure out how the hell to get it down. That's
Right.
that's a distraction. Like that's like not even being funny, but that's a distraction. I don't think a lot of these teachers. You know what though? Most professional places, what they doing now is you got a lot of them that work there. Them employees be TikTokers, Facebookers, and so they be trying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you
But
gotta kind of
I'm
really.
trying to figure out why at a school though. You think you
That's
want to go to a club? You got your booty out, looking stanking,
Well,
walking
the
down the
teachers
hall with
is
your
now like
body.
25 nowadays, though. Y'all, the teachers born in the 2000s. That's why, man. One of my teachers' kids did the screen call or something like that, and and she get on the phone, and I'm like, yo. how old is this little baby? And then he like, oh, she's 21. I'm like, what? Like your teacher is a baby. So they be babies themselves. So they ain't
Look,
really got no experience like that.
check this out, right? I was watching another video. You know how like I don't know if you were familiar with virtual because I'm pretty sure that was not in your time because you were '90s babies, so you wouldn't know nothing about that. So we went virtual or whatever. Well, this person for
Hey,
real,
hey, hey,
not
hey.
us, not me.
Don't try to act like I don't know what virtual is. Like,
Nah, for real though, for real. So I was watching a video, and this it was like a on YouTube, and remind you, this little boy was had his camera on. His mom walked in the room, didn't have nothing on. He just sitting back
yeah, yeah,
looking.
yeah, 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 yeah.
He was
The little
just
boy with the braids and his mama was in the back, and the teacher's like,
yeah,
cut your camera off, cut your camera off.
and he was just
Yeah,
sitting there.
yeah, nah, that was wow. I felt bad for the little homie, but like the mama wrong anyway. It's like, why'd you walking around
She
naked?
should have just knocked on the door or at least cut the camera
But
off or
still,
something.
if you gonna walk around nude, do it in your room. Like, don't do it around your little kid. Cause y'all don't know. Sometimes they be messing these kids up. You know how many cases of police cases it is of people going to jail for incest for mom. One of the sisters called the police and she was just crying real bad. Dispatcher couldn't not figure out what was wrong, so they just sent the police to her address, and she came out screaming, panicking, just breathing real hard, and she was just pointing at the brother. The brother came out with his shirt off, and then the mama came out, and she tried to run up on the mama, and the police was like, calm down, tell us what happened." And she's like, "I just caught my brother sleeping with her mother." And so a lot of that stuff happens. And the boy was telling the police, like, yeah, the mom has been exposing herself around me since I was a child, and so a lot of that stuff could impact y'all. I really appreciate everybody for coming. We at the end of this segment. I know what you're
Okay.
gonna say. If you want to do it, I will be more than happy to join your side of the sector. I will come over to your side and join your live stream. Want to say shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, yo, Tempex Radiant. Ladies, make sure that y'all tap in with Tempex Radiant. Use promo code Yo Radiant. And that's not with an O, that's with some zeros. Make sure that y'all go get y'all 15% off. Also, Millie Moon diapers for your wigglers, wilders, toddlers. We already know what it is. Those babies always got some leaks. Not my leaks, but your leaks. So go tap in, use promo code Yo Leaks. That's gonna get you up to 15% off. Um, you have anything to say before we get up out of here? We're gonna tap in on your side of the sector.
You don't know what I was gonna
I
say.
can still have some fun with you,
Before you
but
know what I was gonna
we're
say.
gonna do it over there on your
You
side.
know what I was gonna say.
I ain't gonna keep running my
Look,
minds up like that. Miss Brenda already being nice, standing up this late to help a young brother out, and you just got one trying to warn an old lady out. Leave Miss Brenda alone, and let her rest. She already supporting.
you don't know what I was gonna say.
You want me to stay for 20
No,
more
that's not
minutes?
what I was gonna say. That is not what I was gonna say. Look, hear me out though. Listen, listen before you do the most. I just want
Listen,
to
and
say,
okay, go ahead.
listen, cause you. I just want to say, thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate it. We had a blast. We had fun, or whatever the case might be. So, with that being said, right? You know I support y'all. You know that I love y'all to death, right? So, you know what? We just gonna just leave it as that because clearly you already said it. But you look real nice though. You look real nice. You look decent. You look clean. You ate up.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Much respect. But yeah, you can start a live stream. I support you over there. I'm just trying to be fair to my mods and show them some respect. I don't want to overwork them. They already here helping me out. And so that's big enough for me. Shout out to 313 because we from the same state. So she popped up. A much respect and appreciation. Some Shell Diddy. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Straight up, Miss Brenda, I love you. Thank you so much for coming to spend time with a young player. What Chris Tucker say? You might not know about this dance because you 2000s. Sound Lua, Sound Lua.
You know what? You thought you ate.
All y'all know
You
is twerking.
thought you
All
ate.
y'all 2000 babies know it's
You thought
twerking.
you ate, and you a '90s baby. Be for
That's
real.
that's y'all. You go somewhere, girl.